SADC listens to Chamisa by our correspondent in Gaborone, Botswana. Hello everyone, welcome back to Rex TV. Today's video, we're going to talk the current situation in Zimbabwe. SADC has listened to and acknowledged the touching message from the main Zimbabwe opposition leader Nelson Chamisa, who is set to announce his new blue movement in just a few days to come. According to our highly placed sources within SADC, Nelson Chamisa sent a high-powered delegation to the majority of SADC leaders before he himself met with the SADC Secretariat to give the regional bloc the current political settings in Zimbabwe. We 2 weeks ago reported that Chamisa was set to meet the SADC Secretariat to give the regional bloc the current political standings in Zimbabwe. It has happened. Nelson Chamisa submitted to the SADC Secretariat that following the SADC Electoral Observation Mission CM report on Zimbabwe elections, he Chamisa is firmly behind SADC on this notion that there are no elected councillors in Zimbabwe, no elected MPs in Zimbabwe, and more importantly, no president in Zimbabwe. He further submitted that it's not him saying that, but the CM report on Zimbabwe elections, and as a participant in that election, he only agrees with the CM report on Zimbabwe elections. Our sources within SADC say our political science professor based in Florida, USA, said there is a significant importance to Chamisa's approach to the regional bloc SADC. Let's not forget that SADC was listening to Nelson Chamisa, telling them what they already know. It's not Chamisa saying the Zimbabwe elections fell short of the revised SADC guidelines and principles of a democratic election 2021. It's their SADC CM report on Zimbabwe elections saying that the significance of this position taken by Chamisa gives SADC renewed vigor and energy to press on with fresh elections in Zimbabwe, and it now has gotten clearer that the people of Zimbabwe are fully behind SADC efforts, he said. We have it on good authority that the majority of SADC leaders have met new Nelson Chamisa Blue movement officials with a special message from their leader Chamisa explaining the complex nature of the Zimbabwe political crisis as it stands now. Their message was well received by the majority of SADC leaders, who will be key if this situation drags into the SADC Extraordinary Summit of Heads of States and Governments in August this year. Of course, the SADC chairmanship rotates, but the SADC leaders do vote for the incoming chairman of SADC at the summit. If they vote against, Zimbabwe won't be chair. So that was a significant move by Chamisa to have the SADC leaders on his side. Our sources within SADC say Zimbabwe held harmonized elections in August 2023. The CM report on Zimbabwe elections captured massive irregularities which disqualified the elections as democratic.